Hello, YouTube. It's Silver Age Dave. I'm in the comic room. This is Sunday morning. It's going to be a fast video. I'm getting ready to go to church here pretty soon. And then back to a little bit of work. Then back to Fantasticon. I'm helping some friends move their stuff out. But I want to talk about this weekend. I'll show a few books just because I don't want it to be too boring a video. I'm going to show some books I picked up, and I won't describe them much. I'm just going to show them. This weekend, I had a lot of dear friends come visit me. We have Metarog came up a long way from Florida. We had Bubs come up from Kentucky. I had good friends, Kevin R., Bob and Ron. They drove up from Cincinnati. I had another dear friend. We'll just call him Middle Age. And then he spent some time with us here. Another very good local friend, Hunter, came up and he shared and enjoyed some of the weekend. This place was a basket of energy. There was so much that happened this weekend. I don't even know where to begin to describe what happened in this place this weekend. Bubs and Metarog have both put up a little bit of highlight reel stuff on their journey up here, which I can imagine that journey was an awesome thing to experience. But still a long ride. Long rides are long rides. Today they're heading back south. And they have a long ride home. I'm hoping and positive it'll be full of laughter. There's a little shout out to Alan Garrett. I bought this for my sister. That's what I did. Couldn't help myself. What do we got here? April 1955. That's for my sister. We talked about all kinds of things. Basically, when Metarog and Bub showed up Friday, it was all hugs and smiles and laughs. We went out to dinner, had amazing dinner. I showed them around my hometown digs just a little tiny bit, and showed them a new office that I purchased. I've been working there really hard. That's why I haven't been around on YouTube. I've been very busy with other life. We all have other life, and so these are all. This group is foreign comics. I have quite a bit of foreign comics I purchased. So I showed them around, and I delayed bringing them into the comic room because I knew once I opened the door to the comic room, everything else is going to be on the back burner. So I did all the front burner stuff first. We went and had a great dinner. It took a long time talking, and it's the first time I met them guys in person. It was absolutely beautiful. And when I opened the comic room, I gave them one rule. I said, "Look, this is my place. I want you to basically treat it like your place. I want you to open up boxes. I want you to go through comics, and I want you to just make yourselves at home. I want you can open any cabinet, any door, look through anything you want, and just please make yourself at home." And in those guys, the energy I saw, we would split up and then we'd be back together, and we'd split up and we'd be back together. And it was just an incredible thing. And I have nothing but gratitude, thanks, and appreciation. I shared in an email to Alan Garrett. I love the correspondence. I love writing because it gives you time to reflect and to think about what you're saying. Sometimes, you say things and you don't really think it out. Hey, there's another one for my sister, right? But I'm a better man today than I was a few days ago, and I'm a better collector today. I learned so much. Everybody who I spent time with, everyone I talked to, and that includes some local collector friends, Austin and Logan, and Randy I bumped into, and my friends Rick and Roger at the convention, and Rick's wife Kat, Matt, who is a new friend I met there. Everyone I talked to shared valuable information that I am going to absorb, and it's going to improve me. And there's something that happens when good men hang out with good men, and I don't necessarily put myself in the good men category, but I think we all left an impression on each other. I think, we talked at some points about real life. I know Friday night and Saturday, Metarog and Bub and I, we talked about real life stuff. All of us shared hunting stories and comic stories, but we all talked about real life at different points. And, that's part of it, is when you watch YouTube, you're seeing a screen grab of, what life kind of is pretending to be. Sometimes it's real, sometimes it's, skewed just a little bit. But, it reminds me of the famous Far Side cartoon where a guy's looking in his rearview mirror and all he sees is a giant monster eyeball, and printed on the bottom of the mirror says objects in mirror are larger than they appear. And so you watch YouTube and you see people and you see collections, and it appears one way, but when men get together and we share real life, we get better. And so basically that's what I'm trying to say is, all you guys coming up here to visit Silver makes me a better Silver, okay? It makes me a better man, makes me a better collector, and I can't thank you enough for sharing your time, and your family sharing you with me, and allowing you to come all this way. And hopefully you guys take away the same thing, that it was fun. The passion was just exploding. I probably have to bring in a construction crew to get the walls back to where they should be, because the energy just pushed out of every space. We would be in different rooms. I have multiple rooms, and as a group we would split up when we would go to different rooms. But before too long, what would happen is, right in this canal here, let me pan over, right in this canal, which may look like a big space, it's a tight space, all of a sudden there'd be 6 or 7 big men that we're grown-ups, we take up space, but we would all be crammed in one little area like we're standing on a crowded bus. And the reason we're there is because we loved being there. The discussions were fast moving, they were robust, and you'd overhear what was happening in another room, and then you'd say, I gotta be in that other room. And we would float around. It's like when you see birds flying and they split up and then they're together. My favorite parts of this weekend is whether there were just 3 of us or 2 of us. There was a point it was just Hunter and I in here. There was a point where there were 3 of us. There was a point there were 7 of us. And it would be those points where we would spread out and then we would fly back together. And so, again, thank you. This was a gift. My local friend Hunter found a whole crew of these, and then what happened was he sold off a bunch, but he had these extras, and so he said, hey, I want all you guys to take one for free. And we all grabbed one, and the generosity was greatly appreciated. Super good guy, and we were sharing hunting stories at that point, and it was just a blast. I've got some gifts. Andrew brought me this, which looks like a jar of, this could be anything in here. Who knows what this is? From Kentucky. Who knows? There's no label on that, right? So this is gonna be part of my summer. I'm gonna run a lot of races, and I'm gonna be in a lot of pain at a lot of different points. And when I finish those races, I might need something to dull the pain a little bit. I don't even know what is in here. This could be grape knee-high. Who knows? So thank you for that. Bubs has always been generous, Andrew. And so he brought that to me, and I'm going to put that to good use. Roger brought me a couple things. He brought this. He might have found in one of my boxes. I don't know if he brought that or not, but that's here. It's a Mark Jeweler right there. I think he found that hunting. He was literally, those guys were hunting the boxes this weekend, and I loved seeing it. He did bring me this Champions, which is a 35-cent variant. I think he brought me this. My memory is a little cloudy right now, but I have that. I have this Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery, which is an old Mark Jeweler. It's the cardboard, hard to find Mark Jeweler, so very, very generous. I just so appreciate this stuff. And then he brought me a copy of this great book. I think this was the brainchild of Lawrence, formerly of the Go-To Geeks, and he came up with this idea. And there's quite a few community members. I know Metarog contributed. I see Michael G. Smith, which I think that is Night Tiger. There is a story in here, Curse to the Skull by Gavin Dillon, who I think is Lawrence's grandson. And this is inscribed in here, and I just love it. And I think it was a great gift. So I'm looking forward to reading this great book. It's available somewhere. And, if you reach out to those guys, here you go, Amazon.com, you should get this book, because that's guys in our community putting something really great together. So the comic room, we finally left here last night, Saturday night at 9 p.m., because it was long overdue to go eat. We probably, between 8 guys over 2 days, we probably didn't drink a 12-pack. I had pop and I had waters, and we just enjoyed each other's company, and it was great. But we went through this place, and in normal terms, the place was trashed. But after everything was said and done, late last night, my daughter Gwen and I, came back to the comic room, and we went to work, and it took us 20 minutes. So trash is subjective. Sometimes everything being neat and tidy is a sign that people aren't enjoying their house or their family or their life or what they have. The comic room was put through its paces. We passionately tore through stuff. I opened cabinets and I took out things that I haven't looked at in years, and it was very refreshing. And I have nothing but gratitude for the guys that took part in it. In years to come, hopefully, more of you will make the trek to Holy Toledo, Ohio, whether it be Fantasticon weekend or just any other time. It really, play dates, it's always something I look forward to. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, everyone who was part of this, whether comments or videos or emails, or the guys, of course, who were able to come here. My good local buddy Jason just couldn't make it because he was traveling, but next year, Jason's going to be part of it. Maybe Brad and some other guys, Randy and Logan and all you guys. Love to have you come and be part of this thing. So with that, I'll let Metarog and Bubs do their videos, but I want to let you know what a incredible weekend I had. So my thanks to all of you. Silver Edge Dave is out.